all thoughts do not become things, but all things were primarily thoughts. All thoughts do not become things, but all things were first a thought. You thought about a fundraiser. You thought about providing vocational training and employment opportunities to people. You thought about, somebody thought about a concept like Winner's Bakery. Somebody thought about it. And thought manifested are things. You thought about an educational institution. You thought about another word. You thought about an international holiday. Thoughts manifested are things. All things were first a thought, but all thoughts do not become things. Now, if I have to improve the quality of harvest, I have to improve the quality of seeds. If I don't improve the quality of seeds, I cannot improve the quality of my harvest. Similarly, if all things were first a thought, if I have to improve the quality of things in my life, then I have to improve the quality of my thinking. Without improving my thinking, I cannot improve the quality or the standard of my life. And somehow a lot of our thinking, in 99% of the cases that we relate with, is influenced by the circumstances and the environment we grow in. It has a bearing on you. It has an influence on you. Kellogg, the B school, did a research of some of those who passed out from there 2 decades ago. And they've come up with this very startling research. Kellogg says, your average net worth is decided by the 10 most dominant relationships you have in life. What are the 10 most dominant relationships in life? And if those 10 most dominant relationships in your life have settled for a mediocre life, and you have also settled for a mediocre life, only 1% escapes this. Buddha used to use a different phrase for that. Sangam, saranam, gacchami. Surround yourself with the right-minded people because they have a bearing on the quality of your thinking. The net worth of an individual is the average of 10 people who are your most dynamic relationships in life. So whether your life is about scarcity thinking, whether your life is about abundant thinking, whether you feel you have to be practical, everybody cannot become big in life, or you really believe that you are going to do something legendary in your life, is so much dependent on Sangam, saranam, gacchami. How do you think suddenly you develop belief in Vastu? You never thought about Vastu. And suddenly 2 years business did not go well. When results are not there in our life, we all become vulnerable. You are arrogantly confident when there are results in life, when everything is going right. When you are in the form Virat Kohli is, you will only believe in yourself. When the form drops, you will start believing in everything. That time you have a friend who says, I think all this is because your numerology is not okay. Then you'll change your name to K-O-L-H. K-O-H-L-E-E-E. Kohli. You feel maybe if I can change that I letter then or rendu moonu potukalama free then. Now how did you suddenly shift into numerology? Because you are surrounded by somebody who believed in it. We inherit belief. From when did Vastu enter your life? In fact, some of you did not even know something called Vastu is there. You thought if results are not there, then you have to put in a little more competent effort. You have to re-strategize. You will have to deal with the competition differently. You have to introduce a new product line. Maybe my service offering has to be different. The way I have to package, my marketing has to... That is how you kept solving. And last 2-3 years, results are not there, and you become a little vulnerable. And that time you came and became a member of one of these new Rotary clubs. There you had 3-4 friends, and once in a way you used to sit together on liquid spirituality. And in one of those sessions when you were all having liquid spirituality and you said, Mama, results last year, and somebody told you, I have a friend who is a Vastu consultant. Nothing against Vastu. Okay, no one Vastu consultant don't get in. So it's not about that. But from where did this entire thing come? Suddenly fish tank comes, bamboo comes, chime comes. Why? Because last 2-3 months he has been falling sick regularly. Even after falling sick for 2-3 months continuously, he is not thinking from tomorrow I have to exercise. He is thinking if I keep bamboo, this is health bamboo. Bamboo vechi health aitona, hospital theva kedayade. Fitness studio is not required, nothing. Let one of them tell you that I have built 1,000 crore business because I have a fish tank. Our business was doing only 10. I am telling you confidently right now. Will you believe me? My business was really struggling. Then I put one chime at the top. After that sound started coming, business started growing. Huh? If he had come and told, he says that Kaveri's family and father was a scavenger and they were earning only 2,000 rupees and she was a school dropout, and we gave her computer training for 6 months, and as a result one of the Rotarian gave her a placement, and from there in 10-year time she has grown and now she is earning 90,000 rupees. Story looks logical. Suppose Anant had come and told you Kaveri was like this, then we tied one red thread around her. Avladha. Avade Vandenda Palkare. Beginning of the Sal Palkare, end of the song. 5-star hotel, everything has come. Ayyo, enakku and paatu kudungle. What happened? People teach you what they think is the solution. I'm going through a lot of stress. And I don't know how to deal with the stress I'm going through. You meet Mahatria. Mahatria will tell you, I think you should start meditating. Because that's the solution he knows. You go to somebody else and tell him, I'm going through a lot of stress. I don't know how to deal with it. He'll actually tell you, Macham, Bangkok poitu va. You go to somebody else and say, I'm going through a lot of stress. He will tell you, teachers don't work. Teachers whiskey works. Try teacher's whiskey or old monk. One of the two will work. All this spirituality and all. Not that people are trying to ruin you. Not that people are trying to spoil you. Each one will teach you the solution he knows. This is the solution he knows. And that is what he will teach you. How is the quality of your thoughts is directly governed by the sort of environment you surround yourself with. So Buddha said, Sangam saranam gacchami. Watch who is entering you all the time, who's trespassing into you all the time. Few minutes before, think. Mythological references. I'm sorry for some of you who do not understand Indian mythology. You absorb the entire science and ignore the Indian mythology. It's okay. Few minutes before, there was this lady called Kaikeyi in Ramayana. And her love for Rama was even more than her own love for her own biological son Bharat. And few minutes she allowed a servant maid to talk to her. For those of you who don't understand Tamil, forgive me. Ayiram vasal idayam, adil ayiram ennangal udayam. Yaro varuvar, yaro povar, varuvadum povadum theriyadu. And just for a few minutes, the servant maid enters Kaikeyi's head and her love for Rama is dropped. She gets ego involved. She thinks Rama is a rival to the possibilities of Bharat. And suddenly the entire outlook towards Rama and the future changes in her. And she doesn't even, and she thinks this is her decision. You have allowed somebody to contaminate you. You have allowed somebody to pollute you. You did not realize. Duryodhana did not know what to do in this situation. Duryodhana's predicament. Arjuna did not know what to do in this situation. Arjuna's predicament. Both of them were in a state of despondency, not knowing what to do in the situation. The fallback for Duryodhana was Saguni, who cannot think right at all. And Duryodhana, who was bad, became horrible after allowing Saguni to enter his head. Fortunately, the grace was there, the blessing was there. Arjuna's fallback was Krishna. 18 chapters later, he was restored to his greatness. When we say, without improving the quality of your thoughts, you cannot improve the quality of things, who is working on your thoughts? What is influencing your thoughts? What books are you reading? Am I getting up every morning? I know we have media sponsors here. I don't know whether it's in alignment to what I'm going to speak. But every morning if you get up and for 45 minutes you're reading about where corruption, where murder, where rape has happened, where disaster has happened, and who is given hate speech about whom, who is hating whom, and this is how you start your day. You think you're going to look forward to the entire day and say, I'll take the day head on? So what is you thinking in the morning? So what is lifting your thoughts? What is making you aspirational? What is making you believe today is going to be a fabulous day? What is going to make you believe that we live in a good world? What is going to make you believe that there are still good people in this world? 10% of the world is bad, and that's making the news. 90% of the people are good, they don't make the news, so we think we don't live in a good world. Sangam, saranam, gacchami. What is your fallback? Every time when you find yourself in a quandary in life, your fallback is pulling you down further, or your fallback is lifting you from that state in the way you look at life. Is your fallback Krishna, or is your fallback Saguni equivalent in your life? Are you listening to somebody by which you are able to hate the world a little more, or are you listening to somebody by which you are able to love the world a little more? Have you become even more pessimistic and negative about the future, or have you become a lot more positive and optimistic about the future? Who is influencing your thinking? Pessimist? You've heard about pessimist? Do you know that all the pessimists decided to start a pessimist club? And they were absolutely convinced it won't happen? So pessimistic. And there are people we relate to like this. Suddenly you start doubting your own abilities. Suddenly you start doubting your own future. Suddenly you start doubting the future of a great nation. And everything gets shaken up. If I have to improve the quality of things in my life, I have to improve the quality of my thoughts.